Uh, Hi YouTube. Uh, I'm feeling very sick right now, but I'm here to give a brief explanation, or like a kind of guide or boss tutorial on how to not get hit. Now, a note to keep in mind is that this is New Game Plus 4 for me, but you can still do it because like you just gotta. It's mostly like based on the moves, like the dodges. If you have a plus 10 weapon, you should be fine. Doesn't matter what New Game Plus you're on. But this is my opinion only. That you don't have to do it if you want to do it. But this is how I do it. And there are many other ways you could do this, even quicker ways. If your character has better stats. But yeah, this is just my guide and way to do it. Again, I am on New Game Plus 4. So, some things, if you want to do it, I guess some things, I don't know. I'm just on New Game Plus 4 at the time, and I decided to record. So before I enter the fog gate, I used Dark Blade, which you can get from Carla, I think, if you give her the book that Yuria of Lunder sells. I think it's that book. If you give it to Carla, you can buy it. And then I use Sacred Oath, which you gotta rank up to level, or you gotta give the Sunlight Covenant, Warrior of Sunlight. You gotta give them 10 rank medals. I cannot talk. Sunlight medals to rank up to plus 10. To rank up to level 2, whatever it is, and then you get Sacred Oath. And I buff up so I can kill the dragon quicker. Okay, so the first thing I do after I buff, I lock onto the dragon's head. The camera is very it's very crap in this fight. Especially like the dragon part of the fight, which is phase 1, it's crap as hell. But in phase 2, it's actually like good camera. Sometimes it can just unlock, like you're locked onto Nameless King in phase 2. And the camera just unlocks and it just, but we're not really at phase 2 right now. So the first thing I do is just lock on. Now, as far as I've seen, as far as I've approached him while attempting this phase, is he's gonna do like 2 things when you approach him. He's either gonna start it off with this one, jumping in the air, and then he's gonna strike down with that spear. Or he might start it off with where the dragon approaches you a little bit, and then he swings the spear at you to try to hit you with it. I think it depends on how much distance you're away from the dragon. Or the third one, he's gonna start up with what is it? Oh yeah, the dragon just walks and then starts trying to fly behind you. So after that happens, like once I'm under the dragon, I don't like to stay under the dragon because most of the time that usually means, one, I can't really get any damage in because you can only attack the head to do like actual good damage, and 2, the dragon will fly up and breathe fire, and to me that is one of the moves that it's just impossible to dodge unless you have like really great distance from the dragon. So every time I'm under the dragon's neck, I roll out and make sure I'm in front of him. You want to make sure in phase 1 with this dragon, you stay right in front of his face. 1, to get your hits in, and 2, to so you can see all the attacks and when to dodge and when not to dodge and all that. He's about to breathe the fire there. One thing I forgot to mention, whenever I'm under the dragon, I roll as far, like get a good distance, just in case Nameless King will attack with a spear and I won't get hit. So I mostly roll to the left because like his spear usually ends up hitting you like on the other side of the dragon's head, which is right now where his spear is. He mostly attacks in that direction more than the left. His left, my right. But yeah. Yeah, so here's what I said. I roll out, get some distance. Now that time Nameless King didn't hit you with the spear, or try to hit you with the spear, but it's also a good thing that I rolled out because, yeah, the fire move. You gotta time that perfectly if you want to hit him. I'm not that good at it, but I got used to doing it, so every time he does that, you can at least get like, yeah, 200 damage on. Now, whenever he lands, there's two things. He's either gonna, I call that a dragon taunt, where he just like does whatever he's doing right there, or a Nameless King will start trying to attack you with a spear. If he does a taunt, you can at least get 2, maybe even 3 hits in if you're quick enough. It depends on your weapon and how much stamina you have. If he doesn't taunt, then most of the time, for me at least, Nameless King is gonna do the wide swing where he swings to the left, sometimes to the right, like just that combination. In this move, I like to lock on to Nameless King because he's gonna shoot a lightning bolt at you, and it's better to lock onto him because the dragon isn't really trying to attack you or do anything, and you can pay more attention to the lightning. In this move, usually I roll early once I see the left leg right there about to hit the ground. That's when I usually roll, but I do like to roll like way more to the left because of his other leg. Knowing Dark Souls, it's most likely gonna hit you if it touches you. So yeah, I rolled early and it didn't touch me, so that was a good thing. There's the wide swings. So whenever he's about to attack, so the dragon so whenever the dragon gets behind you like that, again, he's either gonna taunt or he's gonna swing. So Nameless King is gonna swing with the spear. So instead of running up to it, I forgot to mention this back whenever I was talking about this. Instead of running up to him and preparing to attack the dragon, I like to walk towards him. Both of them, of course, because he's on top of the dragon. I like to walk towards the dragon, and then that's how I, can tell if he's just taunting or not. Because instead of like running, you might actually get hit because you won't see it coming if he's gonna swing the spear. So if you instead of running, if you walk, you actually like see what's gonna happen. Again, there's the fire move. On the fire move, I like to unlock from, I don't know if I mentioned this already, but I like to unlock from the dragon, because sometimes while you're trying to hit the dragon, it just automatically locks you on to Nameless King, and then you can lose a free hit, maybe even a couple free hits from the dragon. So I like to make sure I'm not not locked on. Lock on again, and then I back up, get some distance. That move, you can either roll back. You got to make sure you see it coming. So not only do you have to worry about the dragon, like I'm locked onto the dragon right now, but you can clearly tell by his Nameless King's feet what he's about to do. In my opinion, because I see like it's about to come down. I call that one the vertical spear swing. You can either roll back or just roll towards the dragon's head, but you gotta time it perfectly. I quickly use the Dark Blade again. I don't use Sacred Oath because it will take too long to buff, and it's not guaranteed that Nameless King will just be walking towards you, because he will hit you with 2 moves, which are wind moves. So I only use 1 buff. So he'll do two things. Yeah, he'll either walk like right now, or he'll do a horizontal wind move where you can just roll towards it, like just roll above it. It's pretty easy to roll towards. And then he'll do a vertical move, which you can either roll to the left or right, whatever one you feel comfortable to. I roll to the right, and sometimes he just does the vertical move and then just starts walking towards you to approach you. Now the hovering one, it depends on where you're positioning at, where he like hovers up in the air. I'm kind of far, so just wait and then you dodge right there. But if you're like right under him, you can just either continue on walking or just run. Also, whenever he does that move, once he lands, sometimes it will unlock you from him, so you're gonna have to lock back onto him. If not, then he'll probably catch you off guard because you won't be able to see him. If you're close enough to him, get 1 or 2 hits in. It depends. I like to go 1 hit because I was really like nervous doing this. And but if you're far from him, don't bother taking a hit. Yeah, but before I continue on, most of my hits are always 1 hits because again, I got nervous by doing this. That move right there, you can just roll towards. So 1 hit. That move right there. That move. Oh, that isn't the move I'm thinking about. Okay. You can roll right under it, and most of the time he will do like huge combos. But that was easy. Get 1 hit in if he only does that. That vertical one almost catches me off guard like almost every time, cause especially whenever he's gonna do it. I mean, to me at least. But expect him, if you're behind him, expect him to turn around pretty quickly and vertical slam the spear. That one almost caught me off guard right there whenever I first did it, and I hated it. But all you gotta do is roll to the left or right. I roll to the right most of the time. I just don't like rolling towards like where his like weapon is. That one is, yeah, you can just roll towards the left and then to the right again. You like, all you gotta do is roll like towards his spear. Not in every single one of the moves, but like these simple swings that he's doing, just roll towards the spear, because most of the time you'll just either go above the spear or under it. That move right there, that one catched me off guard and ruined the run right whenever I was about to do it. And I hated it very much because I got so close and it ruined the run. Why? Because I never seen that happen. So there's not going to be any wind coming out of it. But like whenever, it's also like one of those moves when you're behind him that he'll just turn around and swing. That move's pretty easy. You just gotta dodge early. So what I like to do here, whenever that happens, also roll to the backwards of that one. I never tried rolling to the right or left of that move, but I just recommend rolling backwards. When he does this move though, right whenever I see him like kneeling down like that, I don't know how to explain it. It's just natural that comes to me. I just roll early, because that will that's actually like one of those, I wouldn't call it a cutscene, but yeah, it's an animation type of hit. And then go for 1 hit. There's a vertical swing. 1 hit again. That move, you'll hear the wind and see it, but you'll most likely hear it on that move. Yeah, just roll to the left of the spear. So right there, and then you roll. And the wind shouldn't hit you. Once you roll that, the wind will just go over there. It shouldn't hit you. That move is also easy. Whenever you see that spear aligned like that, just go ahead and roll towards the spear. Yeah, he either does 2 things. He'll either just stay there or he'll do 1 swing. You can either roll backwards of that swing, or if you really want to get like another hit in and take a little bit of a risk, roll towards it. But you gotta time it pretty well. Now I rolled backwards because I wasn't really that close to him, and if I rolled towards it, I was most likely gonna get hit. Because, in other words, rolling into the move. Again, there's that move. 1 hit. That move, I don't think I went through it yet. It's pretty easy. Again, just roll towards the spear. Most of these moves are just rolling towards the spear. Roll back, roll forward towards the spear. I like to roll back whenever this happens, especially if you're nervous, just like I was while doing this. You want to keep some of that distance. Again, there's that move, that move. There you go. Vertical. Left, right. Okay, that move, it's pretty easy to dodge. I call that one. Oh no, that's another move. If he does it here, I'll explain it later. Left, right. Okay, there. Whenever I see, again, it comes naturally when this happens, because I'm already used to it. And if you continue on practicing, you'll probably get used to it too. Because again, I don't know how to explain it. But whenever I see him in this position, I like to roll towards his leg, and I'll either, like, it's like you're trying to get behind him, like roll towards his leg, and then you'll end up behind him. But due to him moving, you won't necessarily end up behind him, but just roll towards his leg. That's how I do it. And then you can get 2 hits in if you want, but that is a huge risk, so I would recommend going for 1 hit. There's the move. I didn't I explained it earlier. It's whenever he turns around, just does a wide swing, so you just roll backwards on that one. There's that move again. Yeah, you see, it like unlocked me from him. So what I like to do is roll at least once or twice. I prefer, yeah, rolling twice. I only rolled once here because I know how to do it. But if you really want to play it really safe, just roll once or twice, and then while you're rolling, turn the camera around, so then you can, yeah, lock it back on. There's that move. Again, to me, it just naturally comes out. Like, I just know how to do. Okay, here's phase 2. Usually this happens around half HP, but he's not really half right now. He's almost halved out. This is a bit tricky in my opinion. All you gotta do is just, whenever you see him lift up the spear, like point towards the sky, like walk like right there to his left foot. If you're in his perspective, like act like you're trying to get behind him. Yeah, once you get behind him, I don't really think you should roll, but just safety roll just in case, because it is kind of an explosion. Now there are gonna be lightning orbs shooting out, so what I like to do is get in front of him. But you gotta be careful to not get too close, because one time I was almost about to do it again. The spear, whenever he put that position, somehow I got hit. I'm guessing the spear just hit me whenever he did that. So he does that, just roll, and then get in front of him, but also have a little bit of distance. Instead of, like, don't get exactly in front of, like, whenever, yeah, like, get some distance. Like, don't get, like, actually, even, like, face to face with him. Like, just have a little bit of distance so you don't get hit by the spear. Then this, go for about, yeah, go for, if you don't roll too far, go for, like, if you roll a little bit far because you want to play it safe, go at least for 2 hits if you have enough time. If not, then just go for 3 hits. I went for 4 hits here, and I almost got caught in it. I was panicking there, but I would recommend going for 3 hits. Sometimes you can't. I didn't do it here, but sometimes you can. While he's doing that, you can just knock him out of that, and you can repost. There's the vertical swing again, and it's pretty easy once you mastered his like other, like, I want to say phase, but like in the beginning when you first fight him, once you master those moves, it's gonna get easier because he only has 3 other moves, and whenever he's half HP. So I went through 2 moves already. Oh wait, no, 4. Yeah, 4. That one, just roll towards it again. Hovering, you can just, I roll just in case. Yeah, you see, I ended up pretty far there, so don't try to rush towards him and get him. Okay, now if you're far from that one, because he's doing the same one again where he slams it onto the ground and then lightning comes out. If you're far from him, like if you're not close to him at all, roll far backwards. Like just roll backwards a lot. Actually, not too much, but just roll backwards and you should be perfectly fine. Now, those orbs are trickier to dodge whenever you're far from them, because you won't be able to get in front of them. So what I suggest you doing, what I do, stay right in front of him, and then slightly after he's done grand slamming, like ground pound, make sure you're in front of him, and then move to the right a little bit, and you shouldn't. I almost got hit there because I forgot about that, and I got very lucky. But move to the right a little bit, or to the left, but I mostly recommend the right. And just like roll one time to the right, and you should be fine. And now this move is he's hovering in the air, but way quicker. So he's going to try to get you with that, but all you gotta do is just roll towards him. That's what I do. And I almost got hit here because I wasn't expecting him to bring it up and do that move. But you can hit him once if you can, if you expect it, and then just roll towards him again and then hit him another time. That's the other move. That's the second move. All three moves, all three like new moves happen in this video. So I'll explain it. That's the ground pound, like his leg ground pound. That's what I call it, at least. It's easy. You can just back up. I don't really know what to do in close range, but I guess you can just roll behind him and roll backwards, I guess. But I was pretty far right there, so I don't really know what to do. Again, same simple moves to dodge. Just most of the time, just roll towards the spear. Hovering again. I didn't have to roll there, but I did just to be safe. I was far there, and I would say that I would have gotten hit there if I went for 2 hits. Okay, that move, sometimes he's not gonna like ground pound with the spear first and then do that move. Sometimes he just does it like right now. Go for about 3 hits. I did 2 because I wanted to play it safe, and I was very nervous that I'm actually getting this close. Make sure. So what I like to do, this move gets a lot of people. It messes it up. So right whenever you hear it in the sky, I like to count 1, 2. Watch 1, 2, or wait, hold on. Whenever it's in the sky, 1, 2, like 2 quick seconds. Like if you were like trying to count, like like fast. 1, 2, boom, like that. Like it's not actually real seconds, but I just say 1, 2 every time in my head to make sure I'm doing it right, and then just quickly roll. I like to roll to the left of that one. I don't know what would happen if you roll to the right, but I don't think it really matters. There's the ground pound again. Hovering. Easy. Okay, there it is again. I'm far, so I'm just gonna run back, move to the right a little bit. That same move again, just roll towards it, hit him once, keep on dodging. Very simple moves whenever you get used to it. Okay, there's the third and final move of like those new, like whenever he's at HP, he has 3 other moves. There's that one. It's pretty easy if you fight Solo Cinder and you're pretty good at dodging it. This one shouldn't be as hard for you. Every time I do it, I just say it's Solo Cinder type stuff, so it shouldn't be that hard. But if you roll too early, you will get hit. So you gotta try to time it. He does it again here, and then you can finish. And then, well, at least to me, he did that. You can finish him off. It's not gonna be the same for everyone. But there, you just it's pretty simple and easy moves whenever you get used to it. But it's easy once you get used to it. And if you have better buffs than I do and better stats, you'll actually be able to kill him quicker if you're on a higher New Game Plus. Or maybe if you're just on New Game Plus 4 and you're just soul farming very hard and very well, and then you're just doing it. I didn't really want this to take up like about 25 minutes because I have a timer. I mean, not like a timer, but like when I'm recording, it shows a little timer right there. I didn't mean for this to take this long. I think I wasted a lot of time with the pausing, but it is a deep type of like explanation guide that I try to make, so that's how it works for me. That's how I do it. If you guys want to do it the way I do it, just watch this video. It worked for me, at least. Again, there are other videos you can watch that's not me, and you could do it way quicker, way easier. It is 2021, so most people already know how to do this. But yeah, that's my guide and explanation of this. Just practice over and over again if you really want to get it done by by not getting hit. Again, this is New Game Plus 4, some things you might not have access to that I have. If you like actually want to have these buffs, I mean, you can get the buffs and just a new game, but it'll probably be a bit harder to get them. Practice over and over again, and don't get really cocky whenever it comes to hitting them. Same thing goes for any boss, so just don't get any cocky. I'll see you guys in the next video. I will upload more no hit runs. I have a Slave Knight Gale one coming up soon. Yeah, I'll also make a explanation about that one. Yeah, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I am pretty sick. I said that in the beginning of the video, I think. And yeah, have a good one, guys.